Is fashion one of your mediums to take care of yourself and to entertain yourself? It definitely is for me. I cannot remember a time ever since I was very young where I didn't care about colors and textures and the clothes that I would wear and accessories for my hair. Unfortunately, I didn't have the choice to dress myself in any way I wanted when I was young. As it happens with all of us, my mother was buying most of my clothes and I had to wear them, even if I did not like them. But I remember being very young and feeling, I don't like this. I don't like how this feels on me. I don't like how I look in that, or I don't like the color. And I always wanted to have very, very long hair, although my mother was cutting my hair very short. And when I was able to control what I wear, I loved it. A whole new world of colors and textures and shapes was opening up for me. Whether it was black or bright colors or shiny rhinestones, jewelry, costume jewelry, of course. At that age, I could not afford anything else. And I was so happy. Getting myself dressed in the morning was one of my favorite activities. And I would spend at least 10-15 minutes the night before putting my clothes together, even when I was going to school. And yes, at school we might feel a little bit more limited, especially when you're going to school in the early 90s and late 80s. It was a different world back then. So, how do you do it? How do you bring fashion to your self care? There are many people who are not interested in fashion, and all they want is soft, functional clothes, which I completely understand. But I want to take you a little bit back to the history of fashion, thousands of years ago. 500 years and 1000 years BC, people in advanced civilizations like ancient Egypt and ancient Greece would actually go to great lengths in order to look beautiful. In ancient Egypt, people would shave their heads and wear wigs, and they would bathe their bodies in beautiful water infused with either milk or different ointments in order to smell good and shine. They would use eyeliners that they would make out of plants in order to accentuate their look. And their clothes were elaborate. The pectoral necklaces around their necks are still beautiful, and we do replicate them and wear them even in 2024. The ancient Greeks would wear very tight leather waists, especially in Crete, and that was for the boys in order to show that they have a tiny little waist. And in Athens, they would make beautiful gold ornaments for their hair, their neck, the wrist, and also earrings. Wearing beautiful clothes and looking fashionable was always part of human existence, even in times where survival was not given. When humans had to face many problems, nature, natural catastrophes, war, a lot of death at childbirth, both for the mothers and the infants. But still, they would be amused and they would be very interested in fashion and their looks. Hence, as you can understand, it is part of human behavior and existence to look good, to take care of yourself. And anything good can be taken to extremes. It is extreme and unhealthy when people cannot think about anything else other than what they're going to wear, what they're going to buy, and how they look. When it consumes your life, this is a disorder. This is a mental disorder. Yet keeping it at low levels or levels that is entertaining and is not consuming is healthy. The other extreme, where people don't care at all about what they wear or how they smell, or if they have washed their hair, this is also a sign of potential depression or learned helplessness and hopelessness. The extremes at either end of the continuum are not healthy. I love fashion and I love colors because it can help me change my mood, my looks. I can appear different from one day to the next. And this is so enjoyable. But it is also an act of self love. I love taking care of me, taking care of my body, using beautiful creams that smell nicely, perfume that I love the smell of throughout the day, makeup that can change the way my eyes look or my lips, and my hair. It is so nice to wear it straight or curly or change the color. Fashion, when it is used in a functional way to entertain and to give you pleasure, it is a sign of mental health and it is a way to entertain yourself. I would inspire you to use different colors for your dresses, or even for guys, you can use different shirts, different styles. Nowadays, fashion for men offers a lot of options as well. Exploration is not always easy. To change your style, it is not straightforward for most of us. But with practice, you can master it. And you can always get advice and inspiration from media, from people in the fashion world, stylists. Yet it is very important that you find your own style, something that suits your personality and your life. I encourage you to play with fashion, color, shapes, and textures. You will enjoy it.